Chapter 87 to 88. 1 year later, age 15, inside a dimly lit room, on a luxurious soft bed with a white bed sheet, I was with a blonde woman in her mid-30s. I lightly pinched the blonde mature woman's nipples, making her moan lightly. Don't touch me so suddenly. How could I not? I didn't heed to her. I can't believe you are only 35. Ignoring the woman, Coin's groan, I continued to play with her nipples. She was a beautiful blonde woman, but her beauty would one day vanish when she would have aged more. Not that it's a problem. I will just get a new one. Currently, she was lying on her back while I was on top of her. I pulled up her nipples one by one as she shook her body. I didn't stop there and moved my mouth forward to start sucking one of her nipples. Coin twisted her body lightly while I kept her still while pushing her down by grabbing her other breast. It's been 7 months since I'm having sex. I've been training for the whole year. Today I'm taking a break. My motorbike is almost complete. I will use it to go to the moon and spend a long time there. I need to keep away from everyone for a few years to show up my actual self. They won't question the change after 2 or 3 years of my time on the moon. While thinking, I moved my hands down to Coin's crotch as I started to move my fingers at the border of her cave. She replied with a sweet moan.
Oh.
I didn't stop and started to move one of my hands to massage her breast while the other was playing with her cave. My mouth was sucking her nipples while she was breathing heavily, covering her forehead. Yes, keep going. NNGH, she said as I twisted her clits. She released a loud moan, befitting her slutty outlook. I then moved my mouth towards her face. I went towards her lips, but she placed a finger above my lips. Baby, let's not do that. We can't kiss, she said with a nervous smile. That's the only thing I won't do. Obviously, I didn't listen to her and stole a kiss. This is our 3rd time having sex, but the first time we were kissing. She was against it while talking about her husband. What a slut. She's been sleeping with me, yet she makes such excuses. While she struggled, I moved my tongue inside her mouth, fighting against her own tongue. She was still trying to resist a little, but how can a weak woman like her beat me at this game? While kissing, I played with her cave as I finally entered my fingers inside her cave. She made a surprised complexion as she tried to pull back her face, but I bit her tongue. I caught her tongue's end with my teeth, rendering her unable to move anymore. I will now start the main game. However, knock knock. Some stupid bitch knocked on the door as a frown appeared on my face. I know who it is, but Coin seemed scared. Fuck, bitch, ruined the moment. Knock knock. Hey, Coin opened the door. I didn't heed to the calls and continued playing with the flustered Coin. It's kind of kinky to keep doing it with people around, but I guess it's my thing.
Bang. Fuck.
Coin, are you fucking big bro again? Ugh, this girl Ricky. I need to teach her a lesson later. I sent a bit of electricity from far as she got knocked out of her senses. After that, I continued doing what I was doing. General POV. A few hours later, Ricky was sitting on the floor with a dial in her hand which she was holding on her ear. Sniff, Robin. Help me, big bro shocked me again. He bullied me again, wea. Ricky was shedding crocodile tears. You know, he was fucking a woman who lives here, sniff. I went to check on them, and he knocked me out. Ricky was complaining to Robin on the whiskey peak. Fuck, this is not the first woman too. I thought he turned a new leaf since it's been several months the last time he fucked a woman, but he's at it again more so. He's fucking his own church's nun. Ricky was complaining while Robin was listening to this with a wry smile. Calm down, Ricky. He's been like that for a long time. I was wondering why he was acting innocent all of a sudden, but this just proves he is still your brother. Humph. I won't talk to him, ever. Ricky was going through puberty. Rebellious thoughts are just part of the package. Or no, I don't think I can do that. I'm too attached to him. Wah. Robin sighed from the other side. Things would get busy soon. Yet he is just fucking around, quite literally. Anyway, Ricky. Big sis, will talk later. I have some works to do, bye. Hey, I want to talk more. Beep. Fuck. Everyone is so mean. Why keep living in this world? Ricky shed some tears and decided to go to ISA this time. Her mission to try out that thing that Amon likes to do would be done at a later time. Pho. Robin released a sigh after disconnecting the call. He's been doing it again, huh? Can't he tell I don't like it? No, it's my fault to think he should understand what I want. Then should I try to seduce? No. I don't want to ruin this relationship. Robin again released a grand sigh. Things were going smoothly these days. There were no problems with the alliances and their organization was also progressing smoothly. They've been doing better than Crocodile, while his organization was also growing after recruiting some new faces. Luckily, that girl Miss Valentine was not dumb enough to betray Amon and is still working for him. However, there was one problem. Vice Admiral Liger has finally started to move. That can be a real problem. Vice Admiral Liger, one of the strongest vice admirals currently working under the Marines. His devil fruit is powerful, but that's not what makes him dangerous. His greed does. He wants to be an admiral in the future, but his contributions are too low to be nominated as a candidate. Knowing this, Amon used his greed against him. So he was working according to Amon's wishes, not that he was aware at all. He's looking for evidence against Crocodile. Amon was using his enemies against each other. He can't just kill Crocodile off since there might be some questions. But more so, he was being cautious about who Crocodile really was. For all he knew, Crocodile can be connected to some big shot who'll hunt Amon down if news gets out. So Amon was using the Marines as a bait. However, Robin didn't know any of it. She was scared. It would be a big problem if Lucy doesn't take him down now. Robin had enough confidence that Amon could take him down. She has seen his powers with her own eyes. She feared nothing at this point. Robin put down her papers for a while and took out her drink that she hid under the table. Only this can comfort me, huh? I hate you. On the other hand, Amon was only doing it with coin to relieve his stress. He has hit a limit. His Garo Nomi wasn't improving anymore. Fuck. Amon cursed as Coin stared at his face from the side. They finished their intercourse after 4 hours. Amon was forced to stop as Coin was too weak to continue. She hugged Amon while wrapping her legs around him. What is it, sweetheart? Was I not good enough? You are the best. Amon kissed her lightly. It's not about you. I'm facing some minor problems. Don't mind it. Coin stared at his face for a while before placing her head against Amon's chest. He had grown taller, around 210 centimeters, so Coin was much shorter than him. Alright, I won't pry. Amon stroked her hair while looking at her. What a bitch. Thinking of the things she has done until now, Amon released a small chuckle. Anyway, I should pay more attention to myself. I need to know why I can't use more than 250 million volts. Amon had reached the output value of 250 millivolts 2 months ago, but after that he had no improvements. It's been 1.5 years since he got the fruit. By now he reached 250 million volt of outputable power from the initial 100 million volts. He improved a lot, but it still wasn't good enough. Even a normal lightning bolt was 300 million volts, while some can even reach 1 billion volts. It doesn't make sense why the Goro Nomi, literal lighting itself, can't generate even this minimum power. Time passed by, as Amon was called by Robin. But before going back to Whiskey Peak, he decided to pay a visit to Isa. He teleported behind her while she had Isa on her side with another newborn in her hold. This was Isa's new child.
It's a boy this time.
He's 2 months old. Amon did some throughout inspection with his observation to check if the child was a reincarnated person or not. He can't check every newborn, but since this guy is not someone who existed in canon, Amon had to do it. The result was no. He was not, which was fortunate for the child. It didn't matter that he was Isa's son. Amon wasn't sure if he would have the same talent as Isa, so he was using special medicines on the child's body to help him grow quickly and well in the future. He was also hypnotizing him from the get-go so that he can be under the complete control of Amon. His brain will develop to listen to Amon's every command. It was easy to achieve such a feat with his nerve-numbing, hypnotic abilities. Amon spent some time with them and finally vanished from the sky. Along with a special-looking sword on his waist, Amon was flying towards Whiskey Peak. He needs to finish Croc soon. He plans to marry Vivi before 1520. If he kills Croc at the same time, people will get suspicious of Vivi while witnessing her powers. So he needs to make Croc vanish before that time. For that, he had already been controlling the greedy Liger from the shadows. After reaching the mayor building, Amon frowned, sensing that Robin was once again drinking. Fucking bitch. She's destroying her health. He gritted his teeth. I guess I will have to subdue her in a better way than this soon enough. Thinking such, he teleported behind Robin inside the room and snatched the drink from her hand. Didn't I say not to drink anymore? Seeing his sudden arrival, Robin got flustered. "Dubuan, did you?" Amon cut her midway. "No, that's not important. Listen to me, you need to stop drinking." Although she had a flustered face at first, she turned her back on him. "Why would I stop? I like it. Have I ever asked you to stop having sex with random girls? Then why are you meddling in my personal life?" Amon made a shocked face. He grabbed her by her shoulders and turned her around to face him. His face went cold as he leaned forward close to her face. "Nico, Robin, I said don't drink anymore." Amon lightly tossed away the bottle of whiskey while Robin stood there, frozen. After a few seconds, she clenched her teeth and glared at him. "Why do you care?" Robin took a deep breath. "I said it. You've been fucking around all day, while I can't do what I love." Unexpectedly, Amon instantly looked back at her eyes. His eyes wide and tears forming at their corners. He blinked twice as lines of tears started falling like fountains. "I can't care about someone I adore? You want me to die? Fine, don't look for me anymore." Amon covered his face with a hand and started walking away. Robin stood there, frozen for the second time. This time, her mind went blank. The only thing she can think of is, no, what have I done? Amon walked outside the room as his tears stopped. Yawn. Why is she acting this way? Not that this is the first time I'm fucking around, also not the first time she knew I'm doing this. Sigh, I hate these types of situations. But if she wants me in the bed, if she's so desperate, I won't refuse. It was quite clear what she wanted. Amon doesn't have any problems giving it to her. He then went to a restaurant to eat some food. He was hungry after spending time in the sky. Besides, he hated forming fake tears. After eating, Amon had better things to do. Vice Admiral Liger knows many things about Baroque works, even the fact about their alliance. Amon has to make sure he delivers the information to the HQ about Crocodile, but that the fact of their alliance doesn't get out. Well, even if it does, it's easily coverable. Liger is a greedy man. He didn't report anything to the HQ since, first of all, this was a suspicion of him, to begin with. Amon was the one who planted the seed of suspicion in him, of course. Although by now, he knew the suspicion was correct, yet he wanted to take the achievement of exposing a warlord in his name, so he didn't report to the HQ yet. Amon currently knew where Liger was. He just needs to be sure. Without thinking much, Amon ignored Robin's problem for now and teleported to Crocodile's gamble house. In a decently lit room, two men were sitting opposite each other on a luxurious couch. At the left, Crocodile was sitting with his elbows resting on his thighs while his hands were clasped together. On the other hand, on the right side, a man with a lion-like physique was sitting with his arms spread and resting on the couch. The man had a large stature. He had shoulder-length blonde hair coming out of his mask. He had a small blonde beard around his chin. His body was also covered in many kinds of tattoos. A/N. He looks like the national rank hunter, Thomas Andre from Solo Leveling. Currently, he is looking towards Crocodile.
Kikek.
So, Mr. Zero, what do you think about reconsidering my offer? Work for me, I won't reveal anything, he said while looking at Crocodile with a mocking grin. Crocodile frowned. Vice Admiral Liger, I don't know why you are after me, but I have already said this once, I will say this again. I won't work for anyone. The man was Liger, the Vice Admiral Amon was talking about. Oh ho? Why though? I mean, it's such a good offer. I will help you grow more than your rival/partner, whatever you call that group. But if you don't take my offer, you will die. A buster call will be summoned and will destroy you quite easily. Liger looked at him with his eyes glimmering. He was offering Crocodile to work for him. He changed his mind on exposing him from the get-go. He will use him for a few years before doing that. But if he doesn't accept, he will definitely kill him here. He is a short-tempered man after all. If you accept, it's a win-win for both of us, no? If you don't, then you are dead through and through. Crocodile's veins are visible now. For the past week, this guy has been coming to him every day. He knows about his illegal work. He knows about most of them. Crocodile was quite angry at who might have done this, but he guessed it's a spy among his people. Crocodile then inspected the man for a while. He's supposedly on vacation, yet he is threatening him while even being undercover. Crocodile knew a Vice Admiral was strong, but he feared no one. He was stronger. He is the king of desert. My answer will always be a no. Stop me if you can. I'm scared of no marine. Use the buster call. I will obliterate them, Crocodile said with a dangerous glim around him. He wasn't scared, but he didn't know the Vice Admiral in front of him was stronger than most of the people he ever met. Liger laughed at his response. Kek, then so be it, I will let the HQ know. They just need to come here. Using a buster call isn't hard for someone like me. In a second, Liger took out a snail from his pocket. He dialed the Den Mushy, as it was picked up in a second. Kacha! Crocodile moved his hands while Liger was talking. Mushy, it's me. Sands came from the floor of the room and devoured the snail. The crispy sound of moving sand irritated Liger. Crocodile sneered. What do you think you're doing, Liger? Crocodile glared at him as Liger looked at him with an expressionless face. He lightly cracked his neck. How confident you are. I don't even need to use my ability to whip someone like you, Kek. At a ridiculous speed, Liger jumped forward, trying to grab Crocodile by his neck, but Crocodile vanished from his sight. Liger activated his observation hockey. Although this wasn't his best facet, he still found Croc soon enough. He was out of the city, in the desert. Heh, I didn't know that guy was such a coward. Saying this, Liger jumped out of a window. He went towards Crocodile, flying using Moonwalk. Crocodile noticed Liger in the air. After Amon's influence, Crocodile was less prideful than before. So, he didn't mind using some cheap tricks like fighting at the arena, which would have let him use his maximum powers. After Crocodile did so, it was unknown if Liger, one of the strongest Vice Admiral who expertise in armament, would be able to beat Crocodile, the same Crocodile who knows armament and was much stronger than before. Meanwhile, Amon watched the scene from the air, with a bag of popcorn in his hand and a sword wrapped in white clothing on his waist. Such an unexciting fight. But who will win? Find out in the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. It didn't matter who would win. In the end, this was Amon's perfect opportunity to take down both of them. Now, he doesn't even have to wait for Liger to let the HQ know of things. After some search, when they find both Crocodile and Liger's dead body, they will know things by themselves. 1 stone, 2 birds. Will I win the gamble? Oh wait, but I'm cheating. How sad. Amon tilted his head. I will choose to draw. This match would be a draw,